All right, Scorpio or Scorpio cross watcher, this is a message for you guys. Some of you, I think this is reversed. I actually feel that quite strongly. So there might be a larger group of you guys watching me where this whole message is more so another individual whom is facing you with this energy. It's beautiful energy. But some of you, it could be you. So what I think this is some of you are getting a plan together about what you really want to do, or maybe even like how you want to do something. Like it could be, I don't know, it could be in anything though. Like, do you want to focus more on love and relationships, or more on career and or spirituality or something like that? So it could be that, and then like, or maybe you already know what you want to do, but it's almost like, now how do I go about it? It could be between like focusing more on one person than another, maybe choosing to leave something behind and focus in another direction. It could be that. It could be focusing on one subject more than another, and like not taking it all on at one time, but like focusing our energy, and then how do we execute that and planning it out. You know what I mean? Sorry, I just had a little coughing fit. I don't know what that's about, coughing. Anyway, this whole message, all of them today have been very strong and focused, informative, powerful. They've been backed with a lot of power. Like I feel the power from, I think it started with Virgo, really. Leo. It started with Leo. Leo, Virgo, Libra. I just feel the power. I've got the power. That's what I'm hearing right now. So yeah, it's a really nice message, basically. One out of any choice that you have, if you have more than two, or one out of the other, if it's only two, is going to be more fulfilling for you. Something similar a little bit to Leo's. They had something kind of similar, something to do with fulfilling. But anyway, one more than the other or the others is going to be more fulfilling for you. And it will be the one that you feel the most centered with, the most peaceful with, the most calm. It will be the one that causes you less stress when you think about it. The one you feel that will help you the most, help you grow the most, help you expand the most. That is the direction in which a person is going to choose, or maybe has already chosen, because for some I feel like people have already chosen it. It's just about executing it now. Like, how do we go about it? I know which one, like I know my path. Some of you, it's a spiritual path. It's like, maybe it has to do with right hand or left hand. I mean, maybe it's not even that, but for some it could be. That's coming to me. It could be between one thing or the other, but either way, I think for some, it's I already know what I choose. It's just, now I got to take it on. Now I've got to go in that direction and really, and do the damn thing, like plan it out. Could be a creative idea. You know, it's like, either way, I feel like what it is or who it is, because some it's a person. I feel that strongly. Some it's a person, an energy, an entity. It's something here that an individual is like, no, this is the direction I'm being called. This is the direction I'm going. And I know for sure I'm going to grow more in my life. I'm going to grow more as a person by taking this direction. It's just a matter of doing it and putting in the work, and maybe even willing to go the distance, go the mile. There could even be travel here, or moving to a degree, like, and being willing to do it and planning it out and knowing that this is just what we have to do. This is somebody taking on like a new adventure, kind of just going for it. And it's going to make you feel so much better. Like, and you know it. It's almost a calling. You know what I'm saying? It's like a calling, my love. Something telling you, like this inner knowing of this is, something's leading me here. Oh, wait, hold on. A movie's coming through. I'm getting a movie clip, but it's, I hate when it's like right there on the edge and then it falls off the counter. You know what I mean? The counter of my mind. It's just kind of like, doop. And I'm like, no, come back, because it just doesn't stick, and now it's gone. Okay, see? That shit happens. Okay, anyway, we're just going to move forward. If it comes back, it comes back. Damn, I hate when that happens. Either way, I think that you know what's right for you, and you also know that you can't have it all, or that you can't, I mean, you can have it all, but, or you can't have both. Like, if this is a person picking between two people, or has already chosen, somebody's like, I can't have both. Now, in some situations, you can have both. You can have 50. It depends. You know, there's certain things like polyamory and stuff. But in this particular instance, this is someone that cannot have both if it's people. I can't have both. If it's spirituality, this could be someone who's deciding, like, I can't serve two masters. Or this could be someone who's like, I can't serve two at the same time. I don't know, it can go so many ways. Like, this can be, it's up for interpretation, this whole message. It's like, which one is it for you? It could be anything. Like, I want to go back to school. Can't go to two colleges at the same time. I can't study two subjects at the same time. I got to do one or the other. Like, I really want to finish, like, my foreign language. I really want to finish my Spanish. But I also want to do this. And I can't do both at the same time and do this and this and this. So I've got to pick one and, you know, kind of stick with it. And then we can, you know, it's kind of like that. So hope I'm making sense. I'm excited for you. Whoever this is for, I'm very excited. I can see why someone, I don't know, is just really looking forward to getting into this deeper and really going with it. It's just so fulfilling. I don't really know any other word to describe it. It's like, okay, now I'm getting a movie. This is not the movie I was originally seeing. Like The Nightmare of Christmas, which I have talked about this one before, I think in one other video. It came to me as an example for something else. When Jack Skellington decides that he wants to go to Christmas Town, if you've seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, and he's in the woods and there's all these trees and he decides to go in the Christmas one. And then he fucking loves it. It's like, oh my God. What's this? What's this? What's this? That's this. That's somebody who's like, oh yep, this is the way I'm going. So it's just a knowing that, I don't know, maybe someone feels like I belong more here, or I belong more in this area, or this is my niche, this is my person, this is my interest, this is my new passion, this is my calling, this is my purpose. Bam. Wow. So yeah, if this is somebody who knows that they can't like have both or all of it, if it's more than two at the same time, they're making the decision, or they already have, and then afterwards they're moving in that direction. So some of you, if it's not you, somebody's gonna make a move on you. Or quite honestly, making a move in your direction. It could even be for career. Like, let's say somebody's deciding they're gonna choose you for something. They've already been watching, they've already figured it out, you know, and it's like an audition or something, it's between this or an interview, and you're the one that's going to get it. So after I'm hearing, like, upon further investigation, like, you're the one. Some of you, this is something less familiar. The one that gets chosen, it's something less familiar, something new to you, but nonetheless, you're certain about it. Vice versa. If this is another, you're new, you would be new to them, but they're certain. They're certain on it. Especially based off of how you feel so drawn to it. That's a huge indication. Is this, and almost this honor of it, this respect for it. And I get that strongly. Like, whatever it is, if you feel like honored to have been brought to this thing, to have seen it, for it to have come into your awareness, it's almost like I'm honored to have this door opened for me, and I just want to see it through. Like, there's almost this deep passion for it and love for it, even if it's new. It's like I'm drawn to it. It's actually beautiful. You may find it beautiful. Or them, vice versa, you know. It's beautiful. And not just, I'm not talking physically, or not only physically. It's beautiful in all ways. Everything about it. And in taking that direction, in making those plans, and in seeing those things through, you may even discover more about yourself, and I really think you will. In doing so, it's going to help you, again, grow and expand as a person. Or your company, if it's a business thing, vice versa. Some of you, it's vice versa. You're like straight up getting picked for something, or getting chosen, or you're the one, or yeah. So again, it's like a calling, it's like a knowing, it's a drawing, an energetic drawing. You know how when like there's a burn in something or a sting in something and you put something on it to draw the heat out or to draw the poison out? I don't know why I'm seeing that, but it's kind of like that. Yeah. Some of you, it's a whole new path. Like it's a whole new path being taken. Very different than where you're coming from. Something I did get, though, is some of you are going to, well, there's a couple things, but some of you, it's like, how is this going to go? Will this be the right move for me to make? Like, you know, there'll be some questions you'll have along the way, but ultimately, I'm telling you, somebody's still going to go for it. Like, it's just, it's too obvious by how someone feels. And if you were a person that were shut completely off to your gut, to your intuition, to your inner knowing, you would never take this route. You'd probably choose the safe bet, but you're not choosing the safe bet. The safe bet would be what is comfortable, what you already know. I mean, this could be somebody leaving a job that they've been at forever, and they're planning to do something else, work for themselves, or work for a different company, or move across country, or move to a different state, or something, you know? Now, we're never really going to know until we try, and we just go for it. That's kind of the thing here. And so I feel like somebody's just going to go for it. That's the thing. We're just going to go for it. Here's the other thing I was getting. What's up with all the clearing of the throat and the, I don't know what that is. It's just like, man, I was like coughing, and then now I feel like gunky. My timer's about to go off. Some of you, a person you already know, or it could be more than one. They may feel like, and I heard it just like this, so I wrote it down, taking your head off for this. That's what I heard. I wrote it just like that. Taking your head off for this. So let's say you make a decision, or you already have, and you start moving in that direction. You're going to piss somebody off, okay? And if this has already happened, you already pissed somebody off. Could be more than one person, but one in particular is going to feel like taking your head off for it. The reason is because I feel like this is somebody who, they don't support the change that's happening with you, because it means that there will be a change that has to happen with them, or at least in the connection they have with you, whatever that connection is. And they don't want this because it's not what they're asking for, but you're not doing anything to hurt anyone. This isn't someone who's being selfish. This is someone who's answering a calling, which is very different than somebody who's intentionally trying to hurt someone. If you were intentionally trying to hurt someone, you would fucking do it. But you're not doing it. The way that you're going about something is actually fair. It's honorable, but that doesn't mean it's going to be received that way. It's going to be received as very unfair for some of you, and you're going to get pushback for it a lot. And maybe even where you're going, they may try to cause problems there so that it doesn't work out for you. I don't really know, because it can, you know, people, it depends on the person and their energy and how they choose to handle things. But either way, just kind of be prepared for that if it hasn't already happened, that you might come across that when you follow your calling or something that you feel is best for you, that probably somebody around you isn't really going to be on board, and may cause some problems. For those of you that's reversed, prepare for someone who's already made plans, or in the middle of making plans to pursue you in some way. They're very much looking forward to this, no matter how it turns out. They don't even know maybe how they're going to be received or whatever. And whatever they're coming to you for, I don't know, it'll be anything, but they're dead set on it. You're the clear calling. You're a yes. You're the yes for them. And in that knowing that they have, there's this peace in it. Like, they feel so confident, and I don't know what to tell you, like touched by an angel. I hear they feel touched by an angel. They feel blessed and honored to, to do this. I mean, it's like really big. This is not like any little deal. This is a big fucking deal. And yeah, it's like going for it. Some of you, this has to do with like, I don't know, maybe there's a distance here of some type, but I don't know, distance can be considered a lot of things, you know. I mean, this could be somebody who's like not too far from you physically, but where they're coming from in their lifestyle and their upbringing, maybe even and whatever, is very different from what you are for some of you, you know. So it's like a complete other world. But they want that world. They want that. They want that life. I'm hearing a whole new world. And I'm telling you, whoever is, or you, here we go again with the throat. Whoever this is that's doing this, making this plan, moving forward and choosing the new direction, is being supported by, because, you know, I just said that, right, with the whole new world, and I'm seeing Aladdin, and I see the genie. I'm literally seeing the genie in the lamp, and I see like support, like strong support coming from somebody's like, I don't know, you can call them their angels, their spirit guides, their ancestors, maybe even deities. And I got that for Libra. I've been actually getting that. If you start noticing that like certain angels start popping up out of nowhere, or their names, or deities, or you know, your ancestors start coming through stronger. Why do I have like this shake in my voice? Like, I feel fine. I feel almost like invigorated. And maybe that's just like an exciting new time. You know, maybe that's what it is, just exciting. That's a sign. That's a huge sign that you're being supported on this. So basically, anyone trying to stop you wouldn't be smart. Or if this is someone coming to you, it wouldn't be smart, anyone trying to stop them and like off with their head type thing. Because this is somebody's calling. And their intentions are everything, or your intentions are everything. So somebody here following their calling while not trying to hurt anybody, they're just trying to live their truth and follow their purpose. They're hearing it loud and fucking clear, and they're going for it. You're going for it, whoever. And these energies, they're not in the flesh. They know what you're going to be faced with in choosing this path. Whether it's a new direction, as far as like actually, geographically, a person, religious practice, a spiritual practice, a career path, in any way. So they all start swarming in around you. Like I'm hearing Santa Muerte. Like strong feminine energies as well. Whom even very much independently like to work alone, but are here to support you as you transition forward, as you move forward, because they know your heart, because they know your passion, because they know you're answering the call. You're answering the call. Wow. It's like you're going to be getting all these, somebody is going to be getting all these pushes and nudges, you know, from whoever and whatever it is that will be supporting them on their journey, or you, or whatever. And it may be, you know, things that you haven't even dabbled in. You're like, oh, I don't know. What do I do? And it's like, well, you just keep going and stay focused and know that you're being supported, and you may be attempted to be fucked with, but you have guardians around you that other people can't see. Their eyes are locked on you. And you know what's interesting? This is very specific, but some of you, somebody could, okay, this is so specific. Some of you, a person that could try to stop you, if this is you, again, this could be somebody coming towards you. There could be a person who works with a specific, let's say it's a deity. Somebody could work with a specific deity. This deity is now aware, like very aware of you. And the intentions of the person who is working with them to be against you. But you may end up finding, like, you would know this intuitively, that this deity comes to you almost out of nowhere, and you're aware now, and you're like, oh, what's up? And the deity ends up finding favor in you and almost supports you. Although the deity was sent to even given offerings to assist an individual in a demise of yours. But the deity instead finds favor in you, and maybe even because this is a particular deity that doesn't like to be told what to do or even begged. This is a deity of power, of love, and also of punishment. But when they see that you aren't you're not really demanding anything, you're kind of minding your own business, you're not here trying to harm anyone, they're searching you, I'll tell you, they're searching you. Like the, what are those called? Like the metal detectors at airports and places. They're searching you, detecting, seeing if they can detect anything in you. They're not just gonna fuck with you to fuck with you. Why would they do that? Because a person got paid to do something to harm you, or because the person themselves did it and they find you to be a certain way, but perhaps they're wrong. And perhaps you're actually more gifted than you ever thought you were gifted. Perhaps you're stronger than you've been given credit for. And the very deity that was sent to assist a person to cause you some harm finds favor in you and ends up, without you asking, helping you instead. That is so specific. Anyway, wow. Oh, whoa. Time's up. Time's up. There you go. It's like maybe even something was sent to like roadblock you, but instead, you know, they come. Okay, I'm getting a visual. Wow, I'm getting a vision right now. Like you're moving forward, you're about to take that next step, or you're walking to the doorway of your new path, right? Or whoever this is, if they're coming towards you, right? Because it depends on how this goes. Could be reversed. You reach the door of this new path. You've already decided, you're making these plans. You're not trying to hurt anybody. You're on your own path. You're just trying to find your purpose here. I'm not saying you're perfect. I'm not saying you haven't had shit you've had to answer for. I'm not saying you're not going to have other shit in life you're going to have to answer for. We all do. But your intentions are pure. You're not trying to fucking hurt anybody, okay? So you move forward and you're about to open this door, okay? Here you go. But you realize it's not opening. You're like, it's not opening. It's like this roadblock. You've had this roadblock put on you. And this, I keep wanting to say deity, but it could be anything, but let's imagine it's a specific deity that comes forward. Whoa, look at that. And look, I got two shadows this time. You see that? Usually it's one. This one and this one. It's like you got a bunch of them around you. You know, you may even start shapeshifting. And so, right, because they're just like swarming you. Some of you had a lot of shit put on you, but like if they find favor in you because you're not trying to hurt anyone, and you might have a big purpose here. Now, a human might not see that. They may see you as somebody who needs to be eliminated. But they may end up fucking their own self up doing that shit, you know? Here comes this deity, swooping in. They grab the handle in front of you, and they're just looking at you, right? They're looking at you, and they're examining you. But you can't see this deity. You have no clue they're there, whoever it is. You have no clue they're there. I mean, you might feel something, and some things are happening, and it's like, why is nothing working out for me? I feel like I keep getting blocked. And all of a sudden, this deity, once upon a time, upon further research of you, they're like, and then they swing that door open so that you can go through, and all of a sudden you start realizing, like, wait a second, why are things starting to work out for me again now? And it's like, you may even feel, whoa, like, I don't know, you're just real, you're like really humble. It doesn't mean that you can't be confident. I don't think anything that's supporting you wants you to not be confident and wants you to be too meek and timid. No, they want you to stand up and fucking take your power back. Fight for your fucking self. Fight for what you believe in and you want. without trying to cause pain to innocent people, right? Innocent people is the key. And so they see this and they're like, here you go. And so you may have this like imposter syndrome. Like once the doors open, it's like, well, because at this point, you're so used to so many fucking roadblocks. You're like, damn, I didn't expect this. And that's another reason you're getting it. You have a very important role here. You have a very important... Oh, I know I said I would go, but I have to do this. I talked about this story several months ago, and it was about a king and the cleaner boy or something. What's it called? The king and the cleaning boy. The king and the cleaning boy. This is the story. You're the cleaning boy in this situation. Listen to this. I want to tell you. I know I kind of am going over, but that's fine. I want to tell you what I'm getting for you. Here we go. This is a story I heard from Muji Baba. Once upon a time, there was a king without any children whose wife passed away. Ruler of a great kingdom, he enjoyed his time during his reign until he started getting old and wanted to retire. He was a very generous, fair, and just king. In this same spirit of fairness, he decided to give away his kingdom to one of the citizens of his kingdom, one who deserves to be king or queen. He asked his ministers to release a proclamation which offered the highest position in his kingdom. It stated everyone can apply who thinks himself or herself to be capable of fulfilling the role of a king or queen. People of all ages and races applied for the highly coveted position. As part of the preparation to become a ruler, everyone had to go through different stages, which would take about 6 months. People started coming and began their training to become the next ruler of the kingdom. After 6 months, the king called his minister and asked them to give him briefing on the progress. The minister had a disappointed look on his face. When asking the reason for his disappointment, the minister exclaimed that the first stage, the stage of the royal bath, some people decided to stay there and open up a business that provided massage and other spa products. In the stage of royal clothing, some people had opened up their own shops and were offering luxury clothing and business cards. Some even said that if the king needs any assistance in making clothes, he can contact us, and so on. The stages concerning the advancement of warfare and politics were packed as well, with people arguing, and they too never moved ahead. The one last stage, which was the holy temple, where the king would always go at the end of the day and sit in meditation, the place where he gets all his energy and wisdom from, that was the last stage to be completed, and after a participant would do the final interview of the person who has crossed that king. King asked minister to check whether anyone has entered the holy temple. He's basically like, okay, so all these people applied, and I had stages, right? For 6 months after that, they would be completed. And all these people basically got off at these different stages. And they decided that that was comfortable for them. Like, they originally started to see it to the end, and that, okay, well, that's fine. They found their purpose in thinking it was this, but in thinking that their purpose was this, they found that they had purpose here. Who went all the way? So the king is asking the minister that. Who went all the way? Did anybody go all the way? Has anybody made it to the temple? The minister went inside, and after a few minutes, he returned and replied to the king, "There is no one inside the holy temple, your majesty." "Well, did you check properly?" the king asked. The minister replied, "Yes, sir. There is no one in the temple. Well, except for the cleaning boy." The king says, "The cleaning boy? What cleaning boy? How come he entered the holy temple?" "Bring him to me," the king demanded. The minister brought the young cleaning boy to the king. Being in front of the king, the boy was frightened and nervous. Of course, yeah. The king asked, "How come are you in the temple?" No one comes here except for me." The boy replied, "His Highness, I look after the temple. I clean the area and the stuff around here. When you come for prayer and meditation, I stay silent so that you don't get disturbed." The king asked, "So what do you know about this place?" The cleaning boy said, "I see that you enjoy your kingdom, its royalty, and all the pleasures associated with it. You rule it and make decisions, but at the end of the day, when you come to this place, you not only remove the royal clothes, but you remove all of your thoughts too, and you just be yourself. At this place, you leave all attachments and you are untouched. This is my favorite place, sir." So the king said with tears in his eyes, "This one is the fit. This one alone is for the job." So deity or not, creator or not, angels or not, whoever it is, whatever it is, has a lot of people that have applied for the position that you're getting without even knowing. You didn't even apply for it. But you get chosen for it. And that's really funny because I just posted something the other day about chosen. Maybe that's part of it. Wow. Wow, Scorpio. Or Scorpio crosswatcher. Wow. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Well, that's the message. Thank you guys for being here with me. And I'll talk to you later. I have chills.